Typical lawn takes about an inch of water a week in the summertime, and that's quite a bit of water, especially if you have a big lawn. This is not a super drought tolerant plant, but I'm going to find out how drought tolerant it is. But I don't water based on a schedule, and that's where this comes in. Okay? This is the best $40 I ever spent. It's a professional grade moisture meter. It's kind of like those ones you buy in the nursery for $7 or $8, and you stick it in the soil, and it tells you what's going on, however deep down you put it into the ground. It's really easy when doing water management to look at a surface and say, well, it's hot and the surface is dry, therefore we better water. This is the only way to know. And how you do it is this. Middle, straight up is normal, below that is dry, above it is wet. Does this need water? No.
Probably not.
Okay. So when this gets down to 2 or something, then I'll water. I'm not going to water this until this thing tells me to. Okay, that's one way. The other way is to simply look at it, and if it looks like it's struggling, then you probably want to water. So just the visual cues of things. People say, well, if it's wilting, well, you want to catch it before it's wilting. Things will curl, or they'll lose their sheen, or they'll grow more slowly. But if you want to do this in an empirical way, this gadget is really a great way to do it. So I don't know how the water needs are going to be here. I think they're going to be very, very low. And I have a controller, but I don't use my controller as an automatic thing because they don't know anything. They don't sense environmental conditions, which are always changing: temperature, humidity, wind, sun, and it can be all over the place. So I just use it to turn the valves on and off, and just because I have it, it came with the house. But I don't really like automatic controllers because statistically they find when you put an automatic controller in, water use doubles or more. Because you set it for establishment watering of a new landscape, nobody ever comes back and bothers to reset it, and then it just wastes water forever and ever, and it doesn't know. There are smart controllers that take weather cues from weather stations on-site or off-site, and those work pretty well. But I don't think they're really justified here because our watering season is so short. It rains so much. And here we are almost in June, and virtually nothing has needed water yet because we had months and months of long soaking, and the soil is charged up. So people water too much, and they water too often, and they water based on surface conditions or schedule or their prejudices, or they just like to water.